I'm not sure why it's saying that my broadcast is failing. Shows that I'm live. I'm not quite sure. If you are popping on, let me know. FB's acting a little funny today, but let's see what's going on. Somebody said they were having problems. Let's see if I can refresh the page and see over here if I'm actually live or not. It says live, but it also said that my broadcast was being interrupted. So, but I think we're good. Let's see. Okay. Hello. I do believe we're live. We'll just have to see. I know I am not the only person that has had problems, because I heard Crafty Ma'am earlier today saying that she was having problems. So, says that I was waiting for a live video signal. I know, so many weird things. Once you pop on, make sure and say hi. Hi, Ann. Okay, I am live. Welcome. I know I'm a couple of minutes early. I was having a little bit of technical problems, so. Hi, Tanya. I know that Tanya from Simply Monarch was finishing up, so we'll give her just a minute. And while we're doing that, let me just tell you, of course, if you're seeing this read live, you've caught me live. If not, you've caught me on the replay. So just hashtag replay so I can say hi to you. Hopefully I can see everybody's comments today and I won't miss anybody. But if I don't see your comment, I'm so sorry, but I will go back afterwards and say hello to you. So also, guys, bear with me today. Okay, Tanya, thank you so much. I have been sprinkled out, so we are ready to start. Bear with me. During my travels, apparently I got a cold, so I'm trying to get over that. And you know, since we're going live today, why not do something that we've never done, but we've wanted to? I don't know if y'all are like that, but you know, best way to find out, right? Anyway, welcome to the Creative Kinship Event Group. This is the Memorial Day event, and I'm so honored to be in this event. Hi, crafty ladies and family. How are you today? But I know a lot of people on Memorial Day have plans, going to the lake or doing this or that. And me and my family, we're mostly first responders. My dad and brothers, they were all in the military. Me and my husband, one of our sons, we were all law enforcement. Me and my husband are both retired now. But so on Memorial Day, usually we were working, so we didn't have any plans. Hey, Terry, how are you? Hello, Amanda. Thank y'all for joining me today. But one thing that I do every Memorial Day is I like to hang a flag. And I would like a flag to hang all the time, but it's very windy here, so usually it just tears our flags up. So, but I do hang them up on Memorial Day and Flag Day and 4th of July, of course. And so I'm just very honored to be able to be in this group today and crafting for Memorial Day. So I wanted to do a patriotic smash can. So a friend of mine had given me this popcorn tin, and it was a Christmas tin that has been in her back office. I think her daughter left it there probably like 5 years ago. I think maybe longer, because I think the expiration was 2023 or something like that, so who knows. But anyway, so the popcorn in it was no longer good, but I thought I can do a smash can with it. So all I did was I painted it with the Waverly chalk paint, and I used the plaster color. And then I found this material just at Hobby Lobby, and it was a lot wider. I don't think I have another piece over here, but I just coffee stained it because I wanted it to have that rustic feel. I have a whole bunch of vintage fabric that I have gotten, and I don't remember what the dates. I think this is from 1998, but I'm not sure. I have one from 1997, and I can't remember what these are from. But I'm going to use some of the vintage fabrics on here. I also have a doily that I want to use on here. And then I've also made some printable designs. And I made a tag for Memorial Day. A sign. And then I did some tags that I just peeled them off. You know, I don't have an inkjet printer, so I have a laser printer. And so what I did was I just got the cotton fabric. I ironed the freezer paper on it, and then I ran it through my laser printer. And so that's how I did it. So I think you can do that with laser or inkjet. But anyway, so let's get started because I've not done this before, and I'm pretty sure I probably won't finish. But we're going to give it our best shot. So, hey Magnolia, I'm Madison. Remind me of your name. I want to say Karen, but I don't think that that's it. I knew I was going to try. But I'm horrible, y'all. I will get it eventually. So remind me of your name. My mother-in-law and I were talking earlier today, and she's gone home. She did get to go home today. I know Terry was asking me how things have been going. And for those of you that don't know, I live in Amarillo, Texas. And if I didn't introduce myself and you're new to me, my name is Heather. I'm with the Painted Willow. And I'm losing my lid to my glue. That's okay, I guess. But anyway, we have had horrible fires here in the Panhandle. It is overcast today. They're saying we possibly could get rain. I'm hoping. I think since last September at my house, we have had less than 1/8 of an inch. I think my husband said probably like 0.05. I don't know what that translates into, but not much. So everything is dead. We've had wildfires. We had to evacuate our home the other day. So I was on a cruise for a week. So I was kind of out of pocket and MIA for a while. That's where I was on a cruise. It was wonderful. We were in water and it was great. Oh, great. I did remember. Thank you, Karen. But then we came back. While we were gone, a neighboring town, which is kind of part of Amarillo Canyon, it had horrible fires and lost several homes and a bridge that's been there since the early 1900s for the railroad. And anyway, that burned down. And anyway, we got home and fire started just to the west of us and southwest of us. And our prevailing winds are southwest. And so anyway, my mother-in-law had to evacuate first, and then my husband, I was over here in my craft room, and my husband said that I needed to come over, we needed to leave. And so we packed up all of the animals. I have 2 dogs, a tortoise, and 2 miniature donkeys. We packed the dogs and the tortoise up and got the horse trailer. It had a flat tire. So we just took the tire off, went to go load up the donkeys, and they were not having it. And so we tried to get them, and we could not. Okay, so what I've done, I took the Quick and Thick Titebond. I just put it on there, smoothed this out, and then that is going to hold that. I know that several of you have probably watched Jen at the Straight Jacket Crafting with Jen, and she is the Smash Can Queen, and I have learned a ton from her, but this is the first one for us. Oh, you're Priscilla. Perfect. Okay, y'all. So Crafty Ladies and Family. Priscilla's on after me. We have a great lineup today. So you guys be sure and watch. If you're not a part of Creative Kinship Event Group, there's a link underneath. It could be above. Anyway, just go on my live. It will show you how to become a part. You'll just click on it. It is a free group. That way you can catch all of the presenters today. So far we had Karen with Magnolia. I'm Madison Creations. Karen, I am going to have to go back and watch yours. I apologize. I was not able to get on at that time. And then after her was Terry with T's Crafty Ranch. She made some really cute little stars that you can set with her laser. And I'm sure you can probably purchase those from her because she does have kits that you can purchase. And then we had a little bit of a break, and then we had Tanya with Simply Monarch, and she did a flag out of paint sticks, which was really cool. And so then there's me, and then Crafty Ladies and Family with Priscilla, and then after her at 6 p.m. Eastern Time is going to be Country Loving Market with Bev, and then another Heather at 7 p.m. and she's creating Love and Grace. And then our 8 p.m. is going to be Lisa with Mimi's DIY Journey. And 9 o'clock p.m. is Tanya's Crafting Creations. So you guys stay tuned because they're going to have some great stuff. And they'll probably finish theirs, but I'm going to try. So, yes, I love Jen. She's amazing. I get lots of great ideas from her. I know my mother-in-law was saying that I was so creative, and I said, I don't feel like I'm that creative. I watch other people, and I've come up with a few things, but, you know, a lot of it is just watching other people, and then your creative juices start flowing, and we have such a great community of crafters that it's a lot of fun. So, okay. Oh, hey, Sheila, I missed you. I am so sorry. Thanks for being here. I think I got everyone, but I'm not positive yet. Sometimes I catch everybody, sometimes I don't. I'm not sure. Are y'all getting messages on the computer yet? Has anybody been able to get that? We'll have to see. Okay, let me continue on. Hey, Dana, how are you? We're all doing well here. I was telling them about the fires and how dry it can be here. And you know, I know there's at least 15 homes that burned just 5 miles from me. And that's the community that my mother-in-law lives in. And it was amazing. The fire stopped literally 200 yards from her back porch. And so the firefighters did a great job. They saved a lot of homes, but there were a lot of them that they couldn't save. And so, you know, prayers out to those people that have lost basically everything that they have. I think, though, that the lucky thing is, I think there has been nobody injured or killed in the fires. I don't know about any animals or any of that yet. I haven't heard, and they haven't assessed all of the damage just yet. So, hey, Mom, how are you? You have internet for a moment. Okay, she just got her power back today. I'm telling you, those electric crews, they have been working 24/7 to get that back. Yeah, I think we all get ideas from other presenters. It's just like any skill, you develop that as you go. The more you see, the more you learn, the more the wheels in your head just start turning, and so yeah, I think we're all like that. Yeah, Dana, it was so good, so good. I mean, very scary, but good. So, I told you we had to leave our donkeys, and I was just devastated. We went out to our warehouse and we sat there. We didn't want to go outside the perimeter. And then at one point we came back and get that other material. Let me show y'all this real fast before I finish that story. So this is another one of the vintage fabrics that I have. And I'm going to put this, and I'm thinking that this sign will look really good on there for the Memorial Day. And so I think the other side's a little too busy for that, and I don't want to overwhelm it. Yeah, me too. It was so scary. But it worked out. We were all safe. I know I was very upset that I had to leave my donkeys, but we went back up to the hill because we live in a valley. And so we went back up to the hill, and there's some vet students, 2 girls that are vet students that live a few streets over. We're all in like 5 and 10 acre lots out here. And so anyway, they had their horse trailer, and they said, we had told them we had to leave our donkeys, and they said, well, we can go help y'all load them up. And so they came and helped us, and between the 4 of us, we were able to get the donkeys and get them out. And of course, we came back that night, but the smoke was so heavy here. I didn't want them in that smoke. I'd rather have them in the trailer, where it's not smoky. So anyway, so we were all safe. It was great. Okay, let me use my clips again. We will clip this back on. So does anybody, bring that over just a hair. Does anybody have any plans for Memorial Day? Do y'all do a picnic? Do you go to the lake? Do you stay home with your family? Tell me what you do. I would love to hear it. I concentrate while I'm pinning that on. I probably should keep track of my time. I'm really bad at that. Grab a drink real fast. My husband went and got his Chick-fil-A earlier. And do you have a favorite Chick-fil-A? My husband's is the spicy deluxe sandwich. And I have lots of favorites, but today I wanted the grilled nuggets with a side of kale slaw. And I put my chicken nuggets on top of my kale slaw, but it doesn't taste right until you put the Texas Pete's hot sauce on there. And so I put 2 of those on there, and it's delicious. But I forgot to put it on at first, and I started eating. I'm like, this doesn't taste right. So I had to use, then I remembered that I needed my Texas Pete's. So, what is your favorite Chick-fil-A? And what are your plans for Memorial Day? That is what I want to know. Inquiring minds, we want to know. Are y'all quiet today, or am I just having long delays again? That drives my mother-in-law nuts. She's like, why is it so long for you to see those comments? I'm like, I just don't know, but it drives me crazy. So sorry. It's been awful. I actually literally had to get out of bed last night. Oh, I missed something. Y'all don't usually do it much either, Terry. Right, exactly. Because being first responders, you're always working. I think I was a police officer for 7 or 8 years before I actually got a holiday off, before I got a Thanksgiving off. I couldn't believe it. And I was a detective at that time, and that's the only reason why I got it off. So, oh, race cars. Yeah. Really? That's awesome. You love the... Oh, yeah. I like the number 1 too. Yes. Oh, you are going to go see your son in Austin? Oh, that'll be awesome. Craft Live. I love it. Yep. I tell you, I have just loved going live. I don't know if y'all remember the first time you ever went live. First time I ever went live, I was so nervous, y'all. I was like sweating profusely. It was embarrassing. So I would like get off camera, wipe the sweat, and then I'd be back. It was awful. I was like, why am I so nervous? I can't even see anybody. It's just bizarre. Bizarre. I think I have this off. But if you watch Jen, you know what? She says you can just reposition. It's not a big deal. So that's what we're going to do, is reposition. Oh, you get ice cream instead? I love it. I love it. You know what I didn't do on the cruise? I did not get any ice cream. I cannot believe I didn't do that. I usually get at least 1 ice cream, but I will tell you, my system's trying to get used to not being on that cruise. Whew, I tell you. I'm going to pull that up. I'm going to bring this one, I think, first. We'll see. I have this in my head. I don't know why I want that on the bottom, but for some reason I do. Oh, that'll be so fun. I'm a beach girl. I love the beach. I'm so jealous. You live at the beach, right? Anne, is that what I remember? Or you live very close to the beach. Somebody lives right on the beach or something like that. 9 grandchildren. I have 3 grandchildren. And man, aren't they a blessing? They're just so awesome. Oh, I love it. I love it. Yes, Terry. Oh, and gosh, I'm so jealous. I want to live at the ocean so bad. So bad. I am a beach girl. I don't know if you've ever been on when I've told them, but I told my husband when we got married that there was something that he needed to know about me, and that was the fact that I was part mermaid. He just gave me a look like, what? I'm like, yeah, it's true. I'm just going to trim this up real fast right here. So I can do a little corner. I don't know if that's good or not. I love it. Okay, give me a little bit more glue. I'm a hot mess with this glue, I'm telling you. But I'm a hot mess most of the time anyway, so I don't know what I'm even trying to like pretend like I'm not. See? See. So my thought on this is like you could do like kind of like a present corner, you know? Like you're making a present. It's not wanting to work with that much fabric. Sorry, y'all have no ditch. So this cruise was so fun, y'all. I have to tell you, it was two of our boys went with us, and my mother-in-law, and it was all of their first cruise. So it's always fun, you know. Somebody's first cruise is always so fun, and it was just so nice to have them there. You know, me and my husband have been on several cruises. We've been on 6 together, and then I had been on, I think, three without him. I used to sell Premier Designs jewelry, and so I won 3 cruises with the ladies, and those were really fun. We had 3 ports in 7 days. We had 3 ports. Y'all keep an eye on my time here. 3 ports, and it was Roatan, Honduras, Costa Maya, and Cozumel is where we went. So we had a lot of fun. Ate lots of great food. You know how it is. If you've been on a cruise, you know there's just all the food in the world. I love, and I had never had it before a cruise, but I love to get their escargot. It's so good, and I mean, you can't tell what it is. It's basically just a garlicky, buttery sauce is what they're cooked in, and they just kind of take on the flavor of whatever you cook them in, I think. But anyway, so yummy, y'all. Loved it. Loved it. So I'm just gonna put a little bit more glue in there. And I know I could use hot glue. Speaking of hot glue, I'm gonna turn that hot glue on. Make sure it's plugged in, yes. We had so much fun, ate so much good food. We had lobster one night. My mother-in-law doesn't like lobster. I told her she needed to order it anyway, so I'd have 2, because now, used to, you could get all the lobster you wanted. Yes, we've done those ports several times. We've done those, and then Alaska, and one year it included, we did the Florida Keys and the Bahamas. The chocolate factory, yes. Oh my gosh, that chocolate factory is delicious. Yes, I got some of the chocolate. I don't know if you tasted their rum, but if I had not been overweight, I would have bought some of that coconut rum. It was so good. So good. All right, so here's what I have. And I just kind of folded these under, even though it'll probably won't show here in a little bit. I do feel like I need just a little bit more glue right there. Whee! I thought it'd stand on the side. It doesn't. So I don't know if anybody's been, but I want to go on an Eastern Caribbean tour, cruise. Sorry, I want to go to like St. Thomas and St. Martin and all of that. So that's the next cruise I'd really like to go on. We've been on the Alaskan cruise, and that's amazing. It's a different kind of cruise, but it's still great. Great. All right, so remember I said I took this cotton fabric, and I just ordered it on Amazon. Hey, Ruby, how are you? Thanks for joining us. And because mine's a laser, I guess, it leaves a lot on the paper, but I just chunk it. I'm just going to put that, I think, just right in there. So let's see. I'm going to go maybe from that line to that line. Let me see how I'm going to mark that so I know where I'm gluing. This line to that line. So here Thanks for sprinkling, Ruby. I appreciate that. Appreciate it. I don't remember what I was fixing to say. I don't know if y'all do that, but I do it a lot. I blame a lot of mine on menopause. It's menopause. That's what it is. It may or may not be. I used to multitask so well, and I just cannot anymore. I don't know what's wrong with me. Half the time I can't think of the words that I want to say. I don't know. I have no idea. Is anybody else like that? Okay, y'all know I got to stand up to kind of get this centered. I know I'll have to put a little more glue, but I think I want to bring that up just a hair. Yeah, I like that. Okay, let me get the little corners real fast, and I may have enough glue on here to just... A little much. Luckily, that's okay. And I'll put some embellishments on it here later. Now, whether I'll get it done during our live, I don't know. But I'll post a picture. Guys, if you're not following me, I would love for you to follow me. I am trying to get up to 1,000 followers. So if you haven't sprinkled me out to the universe, if you'll just share me out, and that way maybe some of your friends will see me and they will like what I'm doing. They might not like my voice right now, but maybe they'll like my craft and they'll want to see when I go live. I also have a VIP group. So if you type VIP in the notifications, I will notify you when I go live. Maybe. I forgot to do that today. So, but just type VIP and I will try to notify you. Today was a little hectic, I think, just with everything going on. You know, we were talking how, you know, we came back from our cruise and we just really haven't had time just to settle, you know? And so, all right, so there's that. And I am going to... I thought I had it centered, but guess what? I don't. That's okay. We'll add something. All right. So on this side, I'm thinking maybe, let's see what y'all think about maybe putting this kind of like that. And then I might do like a pocket, kind of like a junk journal. And I had that thought the other day. And I'm like, I'm sure somebody else will think about this. And I'll be darned if I didn't see Jen at Straight Jacket Crafting doing pockets for a birthday gift for Crafty Man, ma'am. And I was like, well, darn it. Oh, you forgot. You do forget? Oh, good. I'm not the only one. Well, I don't know. I love this, but y'all, I'm going to cut it. Don't get mad. Don't get mad. I'm going to cut it. I think it'll be all right, don't y'all? How do I want to cut that? Let's see. Oh, would y'all like to see? Okay, I'm thinking maybe just taking that right there, cutting it right here, and I can overlap that. So I'm just going to go up right here. And then I'm going to go and give it a little extra there. And then we'll go across right there. Miami, Bahamas. Yes, yes. That's exactly what we went out of Fort Lauderdale. Yes, we did do that one. Oh, it was a bit rougher. Well, the time I went, it was not. So I did this one cruise, and I don't know if it's the time of year, because I do know that, I'm just going to try to use the glue that I have on here. We went, I say we, one of the first cruises I went on with Premier, it was in November. And we did the Western Caribbean, and of course that's prime hurricane season. And the boat, y'all, the waves were like going over the boat was rocking. I think probably about 90% of the boat got sick. I did not get sick. I don't get motion sickness real easy. But I thought it was great. Best sleep I ever had, because it was like it just rocked you to sleep. I wouldn't suggest that for everyone, but I really enjoyed it. Put a little more right through here. Oh yeah, I'm liking this doily on here, because you can still see that beautiful fabric, but it gives it that more vintage look. Hey, y'all know I've got to stand up again. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'll bring that. No, I think I'll use something else. So I have some fabric too, but I have some lace, some vintage lace, actually that my mom had. I don't know when she got it. She had it for a long time, and then she passed away in 2005. And but I don't know exactly how old the lace is. But I have this vintage lace that I'll use on that as well. Yeah, the doily's really pretty, isn't it, Terry? I'm really liking it. Okay, do you need a little more glue? It does take time. And I don't know about y'all, do y'all find that when you go live, it takes you so much longer to do a craft that, you know, something that would normally take you 5 minutes takes you 20 minutes? I'm sure it's because I'm talking and I'm looking. I'm the same way, like when I teach paint parties. Like, it can be the simplest painting, and it takes forever to do in a class. Yeah, exactly. Okay, good. All right, so I've got that. Let's see what we think. So I've got this lace that I could put around there. Let me show you what it's gonna look like. So I could put this lace around there. I've also got this lace or this lace. I feel like this one kind of gets lost, so maybe not that one. So the thinner or the bigger? I'm liking this bigger one than that. What do you think? Hey, Stacy, how are you? I'm glad you're joining us. I'm making a smash can. So we're doing a patriotic Memorial Day theme, and so I have a popcorn can that I crushed, and I painted it, I glued fabric on it, and then I printed out these printables that I made, and I can put those on my page if anybody wants to use them. I've got the little tags, and I just glued these together. And I also made some picks that I printed out. And I also, with that vintage fabric, I made some little hearts and just used some little, polyfill to fill them. And I just hot glued it. So, but we're gonna do a nice little floral, hopefully. How much time we got? Okay, running out of time. What do y'all think? The big one? Oh, okay. Quiet day. The bigger. Yeah, I think so too. So let's do that. So I'm gonna bring that right there. What I do with my scissors, I should have got my smaller scissors. Oh well, that's okay. And then cut to that size. And then we'll cut, and go all the way up. Let's see, let me put one down here, see how long I want to make that. So I'm thinking right here, right there, right here. No, right there. Stacy, y'all have any plans for Memorial Day? Are you gonna go see your mom, or? What are you guys doing for Memorial Day? Okay, so I want my scalloped edges on the outside on each one, so let me do that. And kind of move that glue a little. I'm going to glue it down here. Move that one that way, okay. All right, let's see where we're at. No plans. Oh, darn. Well, you could always come up and see me. I'm sure we'll be working. There's so much maintenance that needs to be done here. It seems like it's never ending. You know, and of course, you know, we're talking, and we've said this forever, we have a bunch of mesquites. Over here on this side, we have 16 acres, and we have, behind, we probably have about a 15, maybe 20 foot fire break. And then same thing, probably 10, 20 foot that way. And then that way and that way is really good. But we have a lot of mesquites, and if you know anything about mesquite wood, it burns really hot. And of course, you know, when you have a fire, like what has gone on, you think, oh, we've got to get our fire break. We've got to cut mesquite, and it's a horrible job. It hurts. I mean, there's no two ways about it. It just hurts. Y'all, I have so many bruises right now. Look at that hand. I don't know if you can even see. Well, look at that. Yeah, I did that the other day when we were evacuating. I don't know. I've got bruises all over my legs from wrestling the donkeys. Y'all should have seen it. Y'all would have just been laughing. Just laughing. They were not cooperating at all. And of course, you know, Gracie, my female afterwards, she was very nice afterwards. She was loving and all of that once we got them back in our pens. And even in the trailer, once they were in the trailer. But Black Jack, oh no. I done made him mad, and he was not having it. He was not going to look at me. He just was not going to have it at all. So, I'm going to bring that over just a hair, because remember I got it off-centered a little bit. Apparently wasn't paying attention when I should have been. Which, you know, it's nothing new, but. Oh, I thought that was on the live. Someone sent me a message. I don't know how to get messages to stop sending on my computer. I have a Mac, but like when I'm going live or I've tried. I'm not very savvy when it comes to technology, unfortunately. My husband's a little more savvy than I am. But sometimes, you know. Okay. What do y'all think about that? That look good? Send me some hearts if you like it. Send me some hearts. That's how I know you like it. You don't even have to say I like it. You just hit me some hearts. Refresh that. See if it'll give me anything else. All right, so now let's flip it over and let's do a little pocket. I'm thinking we could do, what do y'all think? Tell me what you think. Do you think we should do a little pocket with the little vintage red stars and the same whitish blue stripe that we have on that side, or this blue and white gingham, which is gonna look a lot like our little heart here? What do you think? Hey Mara, how are you? Thanks for popping in and joining us. We were just talking about the cruise and the fires and, you know, all the things. I'm doing a smash can today. I'm going to do a floral arrangement inside it. But right now, I am just getting all of this lined up. I didn't bring my buttons. I think I'm going to put some, I have some vintage buttons that are kind of large here on the sides. Let me grab those so we can hold these. Step over all my stuff. I might make a rag bow too if we have enough time, but probably won't have enough time. But I was thinking I could put some of the larger, if I have 4 that are very close. And I meant to look at these earlier, but did I? No. I'm thinking really they don't have to be exact. Y'all think they need to be exact? But I was thinking we could put some little buttons on the corners. Oh, you're in Tennessee. Awesome. So my friend Mara, she works for FEMA, so she's probably out doing her, you know, checking on people that, see if they need help. Some people like help and some people don't. What do y'all think on the buttons? I also have, there's 1, 2, wouldn't that be nice if I had 4 of them the same? Oh, I have 3. I have 3 that are the same. I have 4 corners. Do I have 2 others that are the same? Well, fiddles. I don't have another one like that one. That was a great big one. It's awesome. But I don't have another one like that. these are two the same size. I could do them all different. We'll talk about that later. That's too much time. If I had one more of those, it would be perfect, y'all. But I apparently don't. That would make too much sense to have 4 of one button, one kind of button. All right. So we've got the doily on this side. Honestly, I'm really kind of liking the stripe. What do you think? Yes or no? No? Or we can make a little pocket. This one. What do you think? I could print out another tag later. I could. What if we didn't do a pocket and we just did a heart with this to go with that other heart, or this? Which one? Oh, tell me. We've got the lag again. See if I can see anything on this side. Now Stacy's quiet because she's working, but okay, let's move on, or I'm not ever gonna finish. So, you know what, I can add some stuff here in a little while to that. I think right now, let's just start with the florals, because I think that is what I have time for. We have 10 minutes left, and then when I get it all finished, then we'll look at it. Mom, you must be getting in and out of either texting or internet. So I'm just going to use a pool noodle, stick it down in here. And make it a little tighter. I'm just going to kind of do that. Okay, so we've got that on the front. Let me grab my florals over here. And let's see. I kind of want to cut this down just a hair. Still use this one. Maybe right here. You know, the great thing about floral arrangement is you just kind of place them, and if you need to move them, you move them. I kind of think I want that to kind of go that way a little more. And then, let's see, we'll start with 3 of those. Add a few more blues. I've got a couple of blue hydrangeas that would look really pretty in here. Let's do kind of a taller one right in here. And right there. So there we have that. I'm not loving that. There's a long piece of foliage there, so we'll just cut that off. So there's what we're going to start with our blue. And then I've got some red and white. And I kind of went with some actually darker. I'm just going to see what this looks like just to stick this right in here. I'm just going to use the whole thing and then just kind of pull that apart like that. How's that? And then I'm going to take some of these dahlias in red. Put one right in here. And right in here. Since this is going to be two-sided, I also want to switch this around. Doesn't want to poke through there. Give me fits, y'all. Give me fits. Right there. Back that up just a little bit. And then I've got on this side, I think, let's see, I only have one of these left, but that's okay. So when you're doing floral arrangement or decorating or whatever, you know, there's the rule of odds. And so use 1, 3, 5. We'll use that one. And we'll got these right here. Push around. Let me turn that around so I can see that a little better. It's hard when I can't see that. Hey, Carol, how are you? What are you saying no to? I missed it. Do you leave the bottom of the can open? So you can. I did not. I put my fabric on this side all the way around, put it on to about right here, and then I brought this down and just folded that under and glued it. Kind of like you would a hem or whatever, if that makes sense. Oh, thanks for sharing me out, Sheila. I appreciate that. Okay, now I have a few of these, but I think this is going to be too long. Let's see. I'm going to cut it off just a hair. So probably about that much. And I'm just going to fan it out a little, and I'm going to stick it right there in the center. I'm just pushing it right into that. But I really feel like that's still too much. So I'm going to cut this bottom one off because it will get lost in there. And then I'm going to cut this again about there. I'll stick that in the center again. Maybe I haven't found the same hole I was in a while ago. Yeah, that looks a little better. Then bring this back over and I can just pop that right there. Okay, so now I have 3 of those. I'm going to do another little hydrangea. Not hydrangea. Duh. You know, they're vines. Wisteria. Telling you, those words, they're hard for me. This one does not droop a whole lot, so I'm not liking that one there. I'm going to put it on the side over here. Kind of coming towards the front. I mean, either one of them can be a front. But I really like the sign with the Memorial Day sign right there. So I do want a hydrangea that's droopy for right here. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. Hey, Melissa, how are you? I'm glad you could join us. I'm making a Memorial Day smash can arrangement. So you'll have to go back and watch the replay if you get a chance. We took an old popcorn tin and put some fabric on it and some lace, and I printed out I made some signs and pics. Okay, so there we've got that. I've got a few of these, just greenery deals that I just want to pop in there real fast. Do one more. Let me show y'all this. So what I did is, this was not very long, and so I just took a floral pick and I just used the floral tape and just taped it on there. And that way it gives you a nice little pick to put into your pull needle there. And then I've got just a couple of these. So I have not seen Melissa in forever. That is my cousin. I have not seen her in years. I miss your face, girl. Hey, Tammy, thanks for sprinkling me out. I appreciate that. Yep, this one doesn't want to go in. I think I'm gonna have to move that one. Hang on one sec, y'all. What's my time looking like? Oh, we are at the end, y'all. But we will put our little picks in and our signs. Remember, if you are not following Creative Kinship Event Group, please go over and follow them. If you're not following me, I would love for you to give me a follow and just write VIP if you would like to know when I'm going live. So that is our craft, and I will get it finished up. I knew I wouldn't finish, but it's my first smash can. I didn't know how much I needed to do to get started with. So, but I will figure out what I'm gonna do on this side, and I'll make my little rag bow and get it all out to you guys. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining me. Y'all have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.